listen. I know you're the exact same way, and I know you think the same way. Okay. If I'm handed an operation, I know I can do it as good, most likely better than everybody else, right? So why leave it to somebody else when I can do it and I can handle it and I know you can handle it and I correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's exactly how you think. Am I wrong?
Absolutely right.
Okay. So I agree, and that's why I'm also a little confused because here's the thing. Okay? Like I'm going to lay it all out like truthfully. And I don't mean any disrespect, okay? I think to a degree we stand next to people that that are capable of doing less, and in that way we are undermined. Do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it it's supposed to be like the idea is it's supposed to be like we're doing as much as we can and reaping the benefits of the things that we can't do, but instead, at least for my case, I am left with nothing to do because the thing I'm doing is it's too little. It's not enough on my plate. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I it's hard for me to have goals or like see visions of things because I'm looking at one thing and it's just there. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I think we're on this, bro. I think we're on the exact same page with that. And honestly, I don't have an answer. Like I don't know. My my only thing is just I just trust in the dawns, right? If not
Oh
now, then in
yeah.
the future, they'll see, and if there is still a problem in the future, then it'll. I'm not worried. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried.
I
I
am
just
just
like right now, like I'm leaned back, kicking my feet up, and I hate that. Like I need something. I need to do things, and not just one thing. I'm not trying to push. Not like that's not me. I'm not trying to just push or just go do moonshine runs. Like I, brother, I don't know if you knew me a few years ago or if you even lived here. I don't think I met you. I ran a gang back then, and we were like very prominent in the South Side. You know what I'm saying? Like I I'm not just I wasn't just like some worker at some restaurant or whatever like I ran a lot of shit and businesses. I had a gas station. Like I was doing shit, you know? And obviously my life is way different. I would never want to be a gang leader again, but like it is in me. I am ingrained and wired to do shit and run shit. You know what I'm saying? So so obviously that's the case now, right? Being a captain, but in my opinion, it's not enough for me. Like I need to eat more. I need to. That's how I
yeah. I
feel.
mean, I mean, I always just need something to do, and if I don't have something to do, I don't mind, you know, delegating to somebody to make sure they're doing it at all times, and
Yeah,
I can just go just chill somewhere else, you know.
yeah.
So someone tells me like, "Oh, your crew can't do it X, Y, Z because of this," well, I'm gonna be honest. There's only one or two people in my crew that actually really does that, and everyone else is just sitting around with their dick in their hand. Now, I can't function like that. So I don't know how to shit. I don't know how to verbalize like if we're basically being told that all right, next op you 100% can't get, and then like just looking at everything, well, that's two more ops after that. Like what the does my people do? You know, there's no reward for them at the end of the day when you look at it like that.
Well, how do you define reward?
Well, I mean,
Because like for me, right? For me, my boys, they they can see it as a reward that they don't have to grow. They don't have to have stills if they don't want. They can go pick up, a bunch of moonshine bottles. They see that as a reward. I don't because that's not how I operate or like to have things operate, right? So they see that as a reward. So for them, how do you define reward? What is a reward to them? How can they benefit hypothetically? Like, are they obsessed with working and doing shit? Like, how does it work for them? Like, what is their
well,
reward?
like for example, I use Michael for example.
Some out?
He is not gonna have opportunity to lead because like my enforcer is gonna be Patty because that's what he does. Like he gets everybody together. He can take care of all those things, right? But someone like Michael, who has that type of potential, there's going to be no new ops that come our way. So he's just basically sitting there, just hanging out, people talking to people, but he just doesn't have a real opportunity to show like what he can do on his own
That's actually
besides being part of Teddy's
that's
crew.
actually a really good point. That's actually a really good point. That's very interesting. Like so like that's actually really like with fentanyl. This is a perfect example, right? Like, what if somebody that should be running fentanyl is only bought in, or currently an enforcer. We will never be able to see that be a thing, because it's only for us, right? Us in this circle, not anyone else. Like no one else can see that, or be able to showcase what they can and can't do. That's actually a very, very good point. And there won't ever be enough operations where like everyone will be able to showcase what they are meant to be. That's very interesting.
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna be negative or, you know, be a jackass, but that's why weeks ago I knew for a fact that like I was already getting that feeling like that if something comes about, it's gonna be kind of difficult. But now I'm just like, well, I'm just gonna hard cut it at like 1.3 million, and then slowly just get it down to where they like what true profits do we need to be at. And that's why I was asking that question to everybody. Like, if they're profiting like 600,000 off my crew, and they were only trying to get to 300, like I can get it down to 450 and just leave it at that. So then it's not like we're doing all this work for no reason,
Yeah.
money wise.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. By the way, you don't have to ever clarify it, not trying to be a jackass, not trying to downplay it. You don't have to say any of that. I know for a fact that you and I are on the same page. Like, I'm Cyprus, you're Cyprus.
Absolutely.
I don't believe in the whole, like, dooming conversations, whatever. I think it's very good to have discussions like these and not always just follow, not like follow, like, discussion-wise, follow what is going on without, like, thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
Because
it's a way to challenge. It's a way to
yeah,
challenge without being like just what I call just coattailing down the street.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
you can
Like it's
challenge
healthy.
someone and not be disrespectful.
Yeah, this is healthy conversation. So you don't have to ever, like, whenever you talk to me, you don't have to be like, yo, like, don't take this the wrong way. I know I said that myself, so I won't say it again. But I think it's very apparent that we're on the same page here.
Got you.
Okay, so damn.
Well, at least we understand each other's perspective more now,
Yeah,
and hopefully everyone can get there and then you know understand it's not like we're looking down upon them, but we just know what we're capable of, the people around us are capable of, and what they aren't. So
yeah, yeah. I think when this operation gets handed off to somebody, I think a lot of the things that we raise as concerns will be more apparent to everybody else. The other captains and dons. So like, I don't think we need to, like, you know what I'm saying, like, big dick around and talk shit or anything like that. I think we just let it play out.
absolutely, absolutely.
I low key want to see. I low key might want to take over that operation though. Low key. I don't know.
I mean,
I've never really been a drug guy in terms of like like operation wise, but maybe.
if you take it over, right, and some shit to figure out, please call me. It's what I love doing.
Okay. Okay. I'll always hit you up when it comes to stuff like that.
All right, bet, brother. I appreciate it.
Okay.
All right, let me go check on these people.
All right. You need anything? You let
Be
me
a
know. All right.
stranger. Absolutely.
All right.